And then what you have here is a livelihood program because we noticed that the tribe's culture and traditions are slowly disappearing because of a life modernization. But at least here, we are able to encourage them to continue to practice their cultures and traditions. Sabi na, magtikin niyo. Huwag natigil po at napakaitanggap na lang po, then pasok-pasok na lang para lahat makita. So that is bagtik. It's one of their very important traditional products. So bagtik is a sap or a resin of Almasiga tree plantation ng puno. So Almasiga tree, it only grows in a higher elevation that is 2,000 feet above sea level. So that bagtik is the main ingredients of making fiberglass, varnish, nail polish or cutics, and paints. So in the mountain, this is their native backpack. They call this packit, and they use this to carry their product like yung bagtik. So they put bagtik here, at once na puno na, kinadala nila here sa the product wall. So these, even if it's heavy or kapag mabigat, aside from a shoulder strap, they also have head support to carry more weight. And the best example of packit with a bagtik is in that house po. And then back in the mountain, the Palawan tribe, they love music, so they have their own instrument. They have this native drum, they call this one gimbal. So gimbal is made out of hollow wood that they carve, and then on top, they put animal skin. They also have an agong or gong, the bigger one, so the smaller one, they call the sanang. So those two metal instruments are already 100 years old instrument. It was handled by their ancestors, they pass it generation after generation. And the tribe, they believe with the sounds of gong, echoes in the mountain, that they can communicate to the spirits of their ancestors. So now they're going to play all of that instrument in the set called basal or basal set. They call that guitar Kudjapi or Kudlungan. So Kudjapi or Kudlungan is considered as one of the first guitar dito sa Pilipinas. So now, they're going to play a music. Tinutugtog niya is Brogit, and Brogit means bird song.
Ano ba na?
Saan ba to?
So more of their music is all about nature, and some is all about food. And they also have this outing. So outing is made out of a piece of a wild fowl. Then they put beeswax to adjust the sounds. They play this using the vibration of their mouth.
Ate, pwede mo isa.
So through the vibration of their mouth, they can create an amazing sound. And then back in the mountain, the Palawan tribesmen are also hunter-gatherers. So hunting animals is their source of living, and it's part of their diet. So they have these two kinds of spears. So they call this one ligid, and this one is surayang. And surayang is a very special kind of spear. It looks like harpoon, but they don't use it for fishing. So they use it to kill big animals like wild boar, wild pigs, or baboy ramo. What they do, when their target is already visible, so they throw surayang from a distance. So when the metal pierces through, it will stop because of that response. of here. When the target tries to run, these two will separate. So the handle serves as the anchor, ankla. It have a possibility that this handle will hang on the bushes or in the tree. So that's their smartest way to easily trap the target. And then if they want to capture it, they're going to use this one. And then back in the mountain, the Palauan tribe, they don't use bow and arrow. So they have their own blow darts or blow guns. Sa Pukan in their dialect, and Sumpit in Tagalog. Because in the mountain, usually, they hunt birds or squirrels. So before they use the Sapukan, they have their own way first how to imitate the sounds of their target. Use. So when their target is already visible, they just need to ready their sapukan. And now look at the drawing while we get that carton, they're going to eat that. And whenever you have big animals in the mountain, monster, naglalagay po sila ng lakot sa dulo ng kanilang mga bala. So their poison po is coming from plants. And the main ingredients of their poison is this plant po. So they call this plant dita. They collect the sap or the resin yung tagtanyan and then they mix it with other plants. They cook it in a slow fire to make the poison effective. That poison is powerful. Once they start sweet poison, the target will die after a few minutes. They wash it in running water, they cook the meat so that they can safely eat the meat. But when they accidentally hit human, it's either you or them. Just say goodbye because there's no antidote to the poison that they made until now. So here po, you don't need to shoot animals because we have there are donation boxes for the sustainability of this project. If you purchase their product at the souvenir shop, if you avail picture, they have a share. It is a good share. So here, they buy the little ones at the market. So now, he is going to show to you how they make fire in the mountain. So the process called santikan, and santikan means friction. It's going to make fire by using this, a piece of metal, clean stone or buhay na bato in their native cotton. They call this lublub. You just need to catch the spark from the stone. You just need to catch the spark. So when the smoke is already visible, he just needs to transfer it in the dry grass. Then he just needs to blow it harder to make bigger fire. So in the mountain, that's their fastest way, and until now they use that process. So even though the kids of the tribe, they know how to make fire now. So you just need to know it. And if you're wondering po, they have their own dialect, ma'am, sir. So their dialect called Palauan, same as a tribe. But they can speak a little bit Tagalog and they can understand Tagalog po.
Good job.
So the one serves as their torch in the mountain. So one put of this torch can last 3 to 5 nights. So it's a sap or a resin of a wild tree. They just wrap it with this. They call this halong or saki. So the smoke of this can drive away bad spirits and bad lucks. In the mountain, they use this for curing headache, stomach ache, aromatera, breathing, insect repellent. So try to smell the smoke of salong or saking po. Kung may maamoy kayong amoy incense, ito po yun yung usap na.
Oo nga, amoy nga.
Smells good. So ma'am, sir, if you want to know more information about the tribe, at the back we have a lot of information like how it all started. We also have there a donation box. It's for the sustainability of this project. Then later we can drop by at that souvenir shop at the back. Back at the gallery, we have another souvenir shop. We can find some Palawan delicacies. And if you're a coffee lover, you can try and purchase the Seven Coffee from the book of Seven Cut. Yung coffee luwak or alamid coffee. You can try it ulit sa garden. So now, ma'am, sir, I'll give you time to take picture with them. them. Then you can hold their pet. Their pet is a non-venomous python. We also have our fishery photographers. Well, they're all full-blooded part of the tribe too. So they're in charge to take your picture here at the tribal village. They're going to take 3 shots and the copy of that photo is optional. But if you have a picture, they have a share on that. So now, you can take picture now, ma'am, sir. Just